So who are these GPs that we talked about in our last video? Well, they're the private equity firms. And the biggest private equity firms, hopefully you know who they are. Carlyle Group, TPG, KKR, Blackstone, and Apollo. So private equity firms make money primarily through two sets of fees: management fees and performance fees. Management fees are a percentage of assets that are meant to cover office, employees, and other types of day-to-day expenses. Traditionally in private equity, these fees are 2% of assets. But as private equity firms have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, it can actually go less than 2% for these really big funds. For venture capital, the really small funds might have a management fee of higher than 2%. The second type of fee is a performance fee. It's also known as carried interest or the carry. This is used to compensate the GP for its performance. Now, sometimes what happens is there's a hurdle rate, which means that before the GP can actually get any part of this 20%, the investor needs to be paid a fixed amount. So let's give you an example. Let's say we have a hurdle rate of 8% and the GP has a sort of catch-up clause. So the first 8% of performance will go to the LP, the limited partner. The next 2% will go to the GP. And then after 10%, it'll be divided 80 to the LP and 20% to the GP. So with a 2% management fee and a 20% performance fee, a private equity fund is said to be charging 2 and 20. Now, in addition to management fees and performance fees, they also have other various fees. They're really small, or they should be small at least, such as transaction fees and monitoring fees. Through all these fees, the founders of these top private equity firms have made quite a lot of money. In fact, a lot of them are billionaires. But you got to give them credit, though. They've done some great things with their money. Let's look at Steve Schwarzman of Blackstone. He's given $150 million to Yale University, $100 million to the New York Public Library to fund renovations and expansion. And he's given a lot more as well. So let's look at Henry Kravis from KKR. He's given $125 million to Columbia's Business School, $100 million to the Sloan Memorial Kettering Cancer Center to fund cancer treatment and research, and he's given a lot more as well. And finally, let's look at David Rubenstein from the Carlyle Group. Rubenstein has signed the Giving Pledge. That's the pledge that was originated by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett that encourages wealthy individuals to give away half of their wealth during their lifetime or through their will. With a net worth of almost $3 billion, David Rubenstein is going to be doing a lot of giving.